everyone! So today we are going to be reviewing the newest collection from Flower Nose, and this of course is the Violet Rococo collection. Now whenever they were teasing this a few weeks back, I was very surprised that they were doing a kind of what I would consider to be like a collection expansion kind of collection rather than like a full standalone, because we have seen the Strawberry Rococo collection before. I believe that one came out maybe a year and a half ago, I would say, and I have a whole video dedicated to that entire collection, so if you would like to check out that video, I will have that linked below. But I was so excited when I saw that they were releasing this collection because I did really love the Strawberry Rococo collection, and I believe that was actually the very first like full-on collection that I reviewed from Flower Nose, so I just always really loved that collection, and I loved that they expanded upon that one a bit. If you were interested in purchasing anything from Flower Nose Cosmetics, I do have a referral link below that you can get a discount off your order, and I do earn a small commission from it. So if there's anything here that is just piquing your interest and you'd like to get a little bit of a discount, I would greatly appreciate if you used my referral links. So the other really exciting thing about this collection was, since it is more of a mini collection, this was actually the very first time I was able to buy the gift set and get every single product in this collection. If you guys are familiar with like their full-on collections, they can have a lot of products in it, and usually they come in like these really gorgeous kind of like trunks, but they are expensive, you guys. Typically for their full collections, they are around anywhere from like $500 to $700 if you bought the whole collection. And you guys, I love makeup, but that is just too steep for your girl. But when I saw that they had the gift set collection for this kind of mini collection, I caved in and I got it, because not only do you get all of the products in the collection, you also get the gorgeous gift box. And you guys know I am an absolute fiend when it comes to Flower Nose's like gift with purchase or their freebies. Nobody does it as good as Flower Nose. I actually kind of broke down the math and I was like, okay, I can either buy everything separately and get some of the items for free, like the mirror and the barrette and things like that, or if I end up getting the collection set, I will get the extra jewelry box plus those items plus everything in the collection, but it would end up being about $20 extra. So I kind of weighed the cons and the pros on this one, but I decided to go with the gift set so that I would get the absolutely gorgeous little jewelry box that came with the set. So if this looks familiar, this is actually like a smaller version of the pink jewelry box that I got from the Swan Ballet collection that came out around September 2023, and it was like a baby pink version of this. So whenever I saw that they had a purple version, you knew I had to get it. So even though it did in the end cost a little bit more to get the gift set than it would have been just to purchase everything outright, it was honestly worth it for the little gift box for me. So you guys know I'm absolutely crazy when it comes to like the little freebie gift kind of exclusives, but I absolutely do not regret my purchase at all, because this is so stunning and I'm so glad to have it. It's absolutely beautiful. So really quickly, I will go through all of the freebie items that came with my order, as well as all of the products in the collection. We're going to try these on together. I'm going to let you guys know what I think about all of these products and whether I'd recommend them or not. So the other freebie items that I got another set of the Little Angel sticker sheet. I think I already have this, I believe, but I always like having an extra, so I got that. I got 2 sets of the little finger puffs, and you guys, I had been hoarding these for a while and never used them until recently, probably about a month or so ago, and I started using them and I love these, so I'm so glad to get more and more of these. They are perfect for setting my under eyes after I apply my concealer with a little bit of powder. So these are definitely loved, and I am so glad when I get more of these, so I'm very, very happy. Then for some reason I got 2 of the barrettes. I think it's because technically one of the barrettes comes with the gift set. So I think that you do get the barrette if you buy one item, which the gift set does count as one item. So I got that from that, but it was also already included, so now I have 2 of them. So those are all of the freebies that I got this time. Now moving on to the actual products themselves. So again, if you did not buy the gift set and you bought things individually, if you bought a specific amount of items, you would get the hair bow, I think the sticker sheet, and you would get the mirror for free. But since I bought the gift set, this came in the gift set. So this is what the mirror looks like. It is a lavender purple version of the strawberry Rococo mirror. I always love collecting the little mirrors, and I am trying to find a really good storage solution to kind of like store them, but also display them as well. I have found a really good one for the makeup brushes, which I will share with you guys in just a moment. Also, I got another one of the little blush brushes. I actually really like these. I did use this one today, and this one is just kind of like a clear white version. But as promised, I want to show you guys how I like to store these, because I like to use them on the regular, but I kind of like to have them a little bit displayed as well, and this is the absolute perfect solution I have found. So you guys might laugh at me, but here are all of the brushes that I have from Flower Nose, and they are all so pretty each in their own right. But the perfect way I have found to store these is actually a little test tube holder. I know it sounds kind of funny, but it's absolutely perfect because the handle of them fits so perfect. You can kind of space them out so they're not like directly next to each other. Otherwise, you could still put them all like right next to each other, but they do kind of fit a little bit better if you kind of stagger them, which is how I like to store these. But here are all the ones that I have so far, and I think I got this for probably like, I don't know, less than $5. You can get these anywhere, Shein, Temu, Amazon, whatever. But if you were trying to find a way to store your makeup brushes from Flower Nose, or I guess any makeup brush to be honest, then definitely try using a test tube holder. A little bit different, a little bit out there, but it really does a good job. I'm still trying to find the perfect solution for the mirrors, so as soon as I figure that out, I will definitely be sharing that with you guys. So if you do want to purchase the full gift set like I did, right now it is $189 for the set. And like I said, you do get every makeup product in the collection, plus the mirror, the hair barrette, and the puffs. I did get mine a little bit cheaper because I did buy it on launch day, and they actually give a discount on launch day, which is pretty crazy. I feel like most places don't do that, but I always love that Flower Nose does. So I think I got mine for closer to, I think it was like $170. So it definitely pays off to purchase early. But if you are not wanting to buy the gift set, you can get all of these items individually. So starting off with the first product here, we have the eyeshadow palette. This is again the same packaging style as the original Strawberry Rococo palette, just kind of a recolored and new eyeshadow colors for this collection. This palette costs $35 if you buy it individually, and like I said, it does have 5 eyeshadows in it. You get 2 shimmer top coat style eyeshadows, and then you get 3 matte colors here. And this is of course what I'm wearing on my eyes today. I will do a really quick tutorial to show you guys how I got this look. So for this eyeshadow look, the first shadow I used is the middlemost color. It is a dusty matte mauve purple. I applied this all over the crease and blended that upward towards the brow bone. Next, using the pink matte shadow, I applied this a little bit more concentrated in the crease, and it really brought more of that vibrant pink color. Next, I used the darkest matte to define the outer crease, and this brought a lot more of the purple into this look. And then I took that same shadow on a small pencil brush and ran that on the lower lash line. Then after applying a sticky base, I applied the purple shimmer topper shadow, and I applied that with my finger all over my lid right on top of the sticky base. Then finally, taking the peachy pink gold shimmer shadow, I applied that to the inner corner and the lower lash line. So as always, I feel like this is totally up to par with all of the other Flower Nose eyeshadow palettes I have ever used. I feel like I really like the shadows in here, but they are a little bit different. If you are interested in like a very extreme, intense pigmented palette, this might not be your favorite, because even though this does have some good like pigmentation to these shadows, they do tend to be a little bit on the softer side, and they can blend out a little bit easier, and if you're not careful, you can kind of blend the shadows. So that is one caveat I do have, that these are a little bit more on like the softer kind of side, but still very pigmented obviously. And usually a lot of their shimmer colors, it will depend, but a lot of the times they are more of that shimmery top coat style kind of eyeshadow, which either you love it or you hate it. I feel like it's a really pretty one, but you gotta just kind of know what to expect, because if you're looking for like a very pigmented base kind of shimmer shadow, these are probably not going to be what you want. But if you're into that really shimmery kind of sheer transparent kind of eyeshadow look, these are definitely really pretty. I overall love this palette. I love the colors in here. I feel like it works together so well. You can do a matte shadow look, you can do shimmer, you can go a little bit more purple if you stay on the two outer colors, you can go a little bit more pinky on the inside. I did use all 5 of the colors today on my eyes, and I feel like it turned out very, very pretty, so I'm very happy with this palette, and I'm very glad to have it in my collection. I do have to say though, I don't really think I have too many other purple themed shadows from their various collections, so I can't really tell you how similar or not similar it is if you already have one of the other purple palettes. Unfortunately, I don't have those to compare, but I do think it is a very beautiful palette. If you do not already have a purple toned one that you're in love with, this might be a really good one to pick up. Alright, so the next 2 products we have are blushes. Now these are $26 a piece. Really excited when I saw that they had these colors because I feel like these 2 are the most vibrant blushes I have seen Flower Nose come out with, and these are what the 2 blushes look like. So there is one in the color Romantic Blossom. This one leans a little bit more towards like the warm pinky peachy coral kind of side, whereas the other one here in the purple packaging, this one is called Little Cranberry, and it goes just ever so slightly more towards like the pinky fuchsia purpley kind of side. But I do have to say, when I swatched these 2, I was kind of surprised to see how kind of more similar they looked in the swatch than I thought they would. But I do have to say, I do think that these are probably the most pigmented and deeper tones of blushes they have come out with, so I'm very glad to see that, and hopefully these will work for more medium to deep skin tones, because I do know that some people have said that their lighter blushes are just so light they wouldn't show up on them, and I could totally agree with that because I have very fair skin tone and sometimes their blushes are pretty subtle on me as well. So hopefully these are going to be a little bit more on the pigmented, bright, punchy side. So if you're looking for something a little bit more bam, hopefully these colors will work out. But I think let's just go ahead and apply both of these today. I think I'll do this one on this side and this one on the other, so you can kind of see what it looks like on my skin tone, and then I'll kind of try to even it out so I don't look ridiculous. Alright, so starting off, we're going to take the Romantic Blossom color, and I'm going to do that on this side, and I am going to use the little brush that came with it. I always love these brushes so much. So let's go ahead and apply this to the cheek. So that is with one pass. Let's do a little bit more. I want to see kind of how these build up. I'm definitely noticing that these are definitely more pigmented than some of their past blushes. I feel like a lot of the times they're a little bit more on the soft, muted kind of side, but I definitely think that this one is a little bit more pigmented than some of the past colors. This one does build up a little bit, but it can only get so far. But I think for me, this is probably as pigmented as I can get this on my skin. And then for this side, we are going to use the color Little Cranberry. Like I said, this one goes just a little bit more towards the pinky fuchsia side. So let's see how this one looks. This one is definitely really pigmented. You can see I'm kind of doing a little bit more of like a stippling motion applying this one, and it's definitely applying a little bit better in my opinion, because I feel like on this side I was kind of like swiping and swirling just a little bit, and I feel like it kind of removed just a little bit of my foundation. But this one is like really intense. I kind of over applied it, and that was just with one dip into the powder, and it's pretty there. So I think that this one might be a little bit better suited for medium to deeper skin tones, and I think that this is a really pretty color. I did definitely kind of overdo it though. Now I'm just going to kind of even these out, and we're just going to kind of see what we can do with it. We're just going to go for like the really blushed up look today, because that's just what we're going with. So I definitely think if you're more towards like medium to deeper skin tone, I would absolutely say this is probably your best bet as far as any of the Flower Nose blushes. Now again, your mileage may vary depending on your skin tone and how much you like to apply. You can build these up a little bit, but there's obviously going to be a limit to that. So if you do have medium to deeper skin tone, I would say definitely try this shade out if you are looking for something that will actually show up on your skin tone. And I feel like this is a really beautiful, gorgeous color, and it's just that really beautiful kind of berry toned blush that I feel is just absolutely gorgeous. I do really like this color as well, so if you are more of like light to medium, I think that this one works too, and I think that this one could work for maybe medium skin tone as well. So really just depends on your color preference. This one goes a little bit more warm, this one goes a little bit more cool, and I feel like this one is just the slightest bit more pigmented than this one. So hopefully that helps you out if you were trying to decide between the two blushes. Hopefully that gives you a little bit more insight to them. And then finally for the lip products, we have 4 different lip glosses in this collection. Let's try all of these colors on. So I do believe all of these are a lip gloss type product. I think the purple ones are the ones that have like shimmer and glitter in them, and I think the pink ones are just like a lip gloss cream kind of finish. So we're gonna try these on. The first one I have here is called Strawberry Macaroon, and this one does have a scent to it. It smells a bit like the Moonlight Mermaid lip glosses that came out last May, and those kind of have like that green apple kind of scent, so I really like that scent. Alright, so this is the color Strawberry Macaroon. The formula of this is very similar to the Moonlight Mermaid lip gloss formula. I can't tell if it's exactly the same, but it is quite similar, and again, that scent does seem to be very similar as well. I really like this one. It does have a slight bit of color to it, so I didn't have anything on my lips other than just like a little bit of foundation, but it does have a really soft little bit of pink to it, and I feel like this is so pretty. I really like this color. This would be like an everyday type of color for me, so I definitely really like this one in Strawberry Macaroon. Right, so the next pink one is called Raspberry Booze. Let's try this one on. Alright, and so this one is called Raspberry Booze. So I think this one really has a lot of color to it. I think you can totally see how pigmented this one is, and again, another really pretty one that I feel very comfortable in. I would wear this anytime, all the time, and it's just very comfortable on the lips, and I love that this one has a bit more pigmentation to it, so it's definitely giving that really like pretty, bright, kind of juicy look, so I'm really about this color. Now moving on to the purple lip glosses. Like I said, I think that these actually have like some shimmer or glitter to them. So the first one I have here is called Berry Balm. All right, let's try this one on. All right, and this one is Berry Balm. So this one I would say is probably the closest to a clear lip gloss. It does have just like the tiniest bit of like iridescence to it, but it does also have that kind of shimmer and shine. So if you don't mind it being a little bit more on like the less pigmented side, but you really like the sparkliness of it, then this would be a really good one for you. I'm not so sure that I love this one. I think it's pretty on my lips, but with it not having as much pigmentation to it, I feel like maybe this might be something I would want to wear on top of another lip color, but it still is very, very pretty. But I think for me personally, knowing what I know now, I probably wouldn't have bought this one if I was just like the average everyday consumer. All right, and finally we have the last lip product. This one is called Blackberry Jams. Let's see what this one looks like. All right, so this one is Blackberry Jam. So this one I would definitely say has the most pigmentation out of all of the lip gloss colors here. This one is just that really juicy berry kind of tone. I feel like it looks really nicely on its own, and you could always pair it on top of a similar type of lipstick if that's the vibe you're going for. But honestly, I do really love a lip gloss that can stand on its own, and I definitely think that this one can. So as far as the lip glosses go, I really do like these a lot, but do I think you need to get all 4 of them? I definitely don't think so. But I could totally see maybe getting one of the pink and one of the purples. My recommendations, if I could just choose one from each color set, I would probably go with maybe Raspberry Booze from the pink colors and definitely Blackberry Jam from the purple ones. I just like those because they were the 2 most pigmented of the lip glosses, and I really liked how the color tone looked on me. So those would definitely be the 2 I would pick if I was going to really just pick 2 of them. And if I was going to really kind of get nitpicky and just choose one, I think for me personally, I would have to go with the Raspberry Booze color. I feel like it's just overall the most usable for me and most flattering. So overall, you guys, I really love this collection. It was a little bit different. I was expecting like a whole brand new collection, but I think it was a really nice collection, and I really liked all the colors that they came out with. I feel like it's very spring appropriate too and gorgeous. So hopefully that this helped you guys out if you were on the fence of whether you wanted to purchase some items or skip or not. hopefully this video kind of helped you make up your mind. And I do have to say, I'm a little bit relieved that they didn't come out with perfumes for this collection, just because it would have been another $100 that I was going to spend, because you guys know, absolutely in love with Flower Nose. I'm probably going to be purchasing like everything they come out with in the future, so I was kind of glad that they didn't have a perfume launch with this one, but I'm still holding off that hopefully I can get the original perfumes from that collection. Hopefully one day. So once again, if there was anything in this video that you were really interested in purchasing and you want to get a little bit of a discount off your order, I would absolutely appreciate if you used my referral link below. I do earn a small commission from it, and you can get a discount off your order as well. So if you choose to shop through my links, just know I greatly appreciate it. Alright guys, so that is it for another Flower Nose collection. I love doing these review videos. I hope you guys found them helpful. If you did, please like and subscribe. You can follow me on Instagram and TikTok. Links are below. And until my next video, I will talk to you guys later. Bye.